Hello, hello, hello. Who is there? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. Who is there? Write me a comment if you're. Oh, please drop me a comment if you're there. So, today's live stream is actually based on the video that I released today at around 9. It's based on that video, and I hope that you are able to watch that video. It's a video about all contraceptive or all birth control um, explained. If you haven't watched it, please do watch it at some point. But anyway, please let me know what you'd like me to address. I want to go over all the birth control methods, their pros and cons, tips and tricks if you want. And so let's dive in. Hello, hello. Is there anybody? No one is there. So unfortunate. Super unfortunate. And so, if you're listening to me, I would like to address this birth control. And why am I talking about birth control? I'm talking about it because, you know, I come from Africa, and in Africa, it's really difficult to find information, like the right information. Many people are not accessible to doctors and nurses, and a lot of information is actually hidden information, and many young people struggle to find information. And I wanted to use my capacity as a nurse who has worked with all these things um, to educate people, especially young people, about birth control. Sorry, my computer is moving. I was trying to move it somewhere. So, um, why am I talking about this? As I said, I want to educate young people, but also as a person, while I was in primary school, I experienced a situation which which haunts me to date. A young girl who was my classmate, I think we were in class 4, so we were really young. And that girl, I remember she was really a beautiful girl, lived close by our school. One day, I heard that she died, and she died because she was pregnant and she tried to get rid of the pregnancy. And at that young age, I couldn't understand what that was. I couldn't really put things together, so I didn't have an idea what that meant until I finished school, and I went to the nursing school and learned about all those things. Then I came to realize what might have happened to her. And myself as a person, I never got to know anything about contraceptives or birth control until I went to the nursing school, and I went through the Kenyan school system, so primary school, high school, and I never ever heard about birth control. And imagine as a girl, as a woman growing up in such an environment, imagine without information what happens to you without information. And this is the reality of Kenya. This is the reality of many African countries. As I have been to many African countries, it's not so much different than in Kenya, where you find young women and men, they have no idea about birth control and what that means. And of course, not having information has consequences to people's lives. And so I take pride in talking about this topic um, with an aim to educate, to let young people take decisions based on information, the right information. And so, to begin with, um, I would like to call this birth control. Birth control, because I think um, everyone has the right to have children, but that has to be planned and has to be controlled. Otherwise, it will be impossible. For example, if you are in Kenya and you are in a family of, let's say, 5 children or 8 children, like it was for my case, life can be really, really, really hard. Before, our parents rarely planned childbirth, but nowadays, with all the technology, with all that life brings, everyone needs to plan their births. Otherwise, life will be unbearable. I cannot imagine life now in a family of 8, for example. But when we grew up in a family of 8, it was just okay. It was okay. We went about without shoes, without clothes. We went to school without food, but we somehow survived. But today's societies cannot do that. That's not possible anymore. So that's why it's even more relevant to talk about birth control, to be able to have a family that one can provide for. So let me start with talking about hormonal contraceptives or hormonal methods of birth control. First of all, I want to shout out to Aileen, who is there. Thank you for being very loyal. Thank you for visiting the channel, Aileen. Drop me a comment if you can, if I am clear, if you can hear what I'm talking about, and if it resonates with you. I would appreciate. Thank you for being there. Now let's begin with the hormonal methods. Hormonal methods. Why are they hormonal? Because they have hormones. In a woman's body, and it's unfortunate that most of these birth control methods are only taken by women, except maybe only two options, which I will talk about, which can also be done by men. But so women's bodies are controlled by hormones. I mean, um, women, when they reach adolescence, all through their reproductive health age, um, their bodies are really under the influence of hormones, and these hormones are what are the target for hormonal contraceptives. So, hormonal contraceptives work by altering hormone levels to prevent ovulation. I think it's just basic knowledge to know that pregnancy only occurs if a woman undergoes ovulation. And not every woman, well, even young girls, not every one of them goes through ovulation because there are several factors that can prevent that. But now let's talk about hormonal contraceptives affecting the normal ovulation by affecting hormones which control ovulation. And so, if ovulation is affected or altered, it means a pregnancy cannot occur. A pregnancy can occur only once in a cycle, this ovulation cycle that takes a whole month with ups and downs in hormone levels. Um, Hormonal contraceptives affect that cycle, meaning that a pregnancy cannot occur. Um, so such methods include the pills. I think the pill is what almost every woman knows. There is a pill. So pills are also different types of pills. Um, you have pills that have a hormone called progesterone. You have pills that have a combination of progesterone and estrogen. Most women prefer only pills which only have one hormone rather than a combination. And I think also, in my opinion, I think it's okay it's good to have um, progesterone only pills, for example, and not a combination of hormones, because anyway, um, it's not good to put so many hormones in your body. So the birth control pill is what is commonly known, and it's good to know that there are different types of birth control pills, combined pills, and single hormone pills, progesterone only. Um, Now, pills are very effective if you take them every day consistently. So you need to take them every day, and if you're taking them in the morning, it has to be in the morning hours. If you take them in the evening hours, it has to be at that time, because otherwise it will dysregulate your hormones, or it will throw you into hormonal imbalance, and then your body is not your body anymore. And then, so they are very effective if you take them consistently. They control or regulate the periods for women who have heavy periods or painful periods. The pill can control that. Actually, the pill is one of the treatments offered to women who have endometriosis, because it controls the amount of cramps or cramping that a woman has. It controls the amount of bleeding, but also the amount of pain that one has during menstruation. So the pill has several pros. Um, it can also reduce, it can make your skin look a bit better, the facial skin. It can reduce the appearance of acne, but I have really seen that it different women react differently to hormonal pills, and it can be that there are some women who develop an eruption or acne on the face because of them, but it's generally believed that the pills will reduce the appearance of acne, or they will make your facial skin look better. Of course, there are some disadvantages, and I've already mentioned that consistency is key. Lack of consistency will render these methods ineffective. Um, these pills can also cause nausea. Like every time you wake up in the morning, you feel like vomiting and you don't feel like eating. So some women have that constantly. And then there are mood changes. Of course, it's affecting your hormones in the body. The pills can cause some kind of imbalance in your system, and then some women end up with mood swings or bad moods or mood changes. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes not. So that's why women say the pills change their person, or the pills change their lives. It's in that sense that they affect your hormones and they may change certain aspects in your body. But if this is a good option for you, go for it. If it's not a good option for you, there are many other options. But remember, as a young person, some young people, it's not a good option to take pills because they forget. Sometimes they go for, a night out and stay over a friend's place and forget to take them or forget to take them consistently. So for some young people, it's not really a good one. But what I know about Europe, as soon as children are at the age of 11 or 12 or something like that, girls, I mean, their doctor, their gynecologist gives them pills. And so here, most young girls are taking pills to prevent pregnancy. And they take that really from a very, very young age. So I would say it's a good method, the pills, but just you really need to be consistent with it. And then there is a patch, a hormonal patch, just a small patch which can be placed on the skin somewhere on your body, and then it releases hormones slowly into your body. But this this can cause some skin irritations. It can also be affected by a sweaty skin if you have a sweaty skin, and so it's not really a very reliable method, but it's quite good because you need only to apply once weekly. And so for someone whose lifestyle cannot withstand a daily swallowing of pills, I think a patch is a good option, and that's also a hormonal method. Then there's this injection. I think many people know about the Depo-Provera injection, and there are so many fears about that. If you were really, please write me in the comment section if you're watching this video regarding your own conceptions about all these birth control methods, and especially about the injection, because there are so many misconceptions about this injection. Some justified, some not really. So my own take about this injection is that it's good because you need to have a jab only once every 3 months. So, if your lifestyle is a chaotic one, or if you may even have a normal lifestyle, but you just want your peace, you do not want to take pills every day, then this can be a very good option because you only need to go to the doctor or to the nurse to get this injection once every 3 months. But it has some problems. It's very effective in preventing pregnancy, but people gain a lot of weight. It's likely that you will gain a lot of weight. I have seen someone who gained really extraordinary amounts